Your dad started BAM magazine, right?
Sam!
I know,
You
well.
did some research.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
BAM magazine was like a reading staple for me because I was in a band in the late 80s, the early 90s in LA.
Oh my
and
God.
You had to get BAM because you could find like used equipment.
Yeah.
You could find a drummer. You like found out where to send your demo tape.
Oh, I love this so much.
And it surprised me that it was a Northern California magazine.
Right.
Because it was such a Southern California staple.
Right.
But the LA office came later.
Right.
I
I know the
after
LA
it got
office.
successful.
I remember the LA office because we lived in the Bay Area, but in the summers we would move to LA and my dad would work at the LA office.
Oh, really?
We would move to, do you remember the Oakwoods?
Isn't that where all the actors live?
Yeah, it's like extended stay and it's all furnished and everything, so it was easy for my mom and dad with 4 kids to just move into this thing. What we didn't know is that it was filled with child actors from like all over the country with like their one parent that, you know, they'd like leave the rest of their family at home and come stay at the Oakwoods until they, you know, made it or not made it. So I was sort of, in the summer I'd be surrounded by like working child actors, but I wanted to be doing that. And I remember having like a really kind of straightforward conversation with my dad because I would make friends with these kids, because kids make friends.
Right.
And they would be like, come to this audition, or come, this is what I'm doing today, or this is what I'm doing next week. And I remember like sitting down with my dad, truly I remember we were like eating donuts, and I said, I can handle it, I promise you.
How old were you?
Like maybe 9 or 10. Being like, I get it, it's hard, there's
you got
rejection.
like powdered sugar all over your face as you're telling.
Just like jelly squished down my shirt. But being like, I get that it's hard, and for some people it would be, you know, too much for them to take, but I promise I can handle the rejection, I can handle it. And he was like, no, you can't. They decided you can act in plays, you can take acting classes, but nothing, you know, basically for money until you're out of high school.
Yeah.
Which was truly, I was like, you're ruining my life. You're killing me.
You know, it's funny because thinking about the fact that your dad started this magazine, I mean, your POV of BAM magazine was, oh, my dad didn't go get a normal job.
Right.
He just started his own thing.
Right. I mean, he was a musician, but also a businessman, and like, you know, an entrepreneur, and it was a hard, kind of confusing thing to explain to people what my dad did, but I like loved it. It was our identity as a family. We called ourselves the BAM fam.
You did?
Yeah. My mom's license plate said BAM fam.
That is so
That's
funny.
cute. That's cute.
Well, I wonder what rubbed off on you in terms of looking at the life your parents chose to lead. Like from the beginning, you didn't see them having bosses.
Right, right.
And you saw them probably loving what they did.
Yeah, that's a big one. And also deciding what they were going to do, right? It was like, that's part of not having a boss and everything is my dad was like, well, I want to do this, so I'm going to do that. So I think there was a part of me that was like, well, I want to do acting, so I'm going to do that.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, then why not subscribe? Click right here for lots more off camera. And if you want to see the hour-long version of these conversations, I'm going to give you the secret link. Here it is, offcamera.com. Check it out.